Northern Nigerian farmers pay up to 100,000 naira to terrorists for permission to farm, make additional payments to harvest, reports. I'm just reading this from Shara Reporters. Today is the 7th day of March 2024. This kind of news is a news that I heard that was during the administration of Muhammadu Buhari, where Boko Haram was collecting tax from different local government areas in Nigeria. Wait, do we have two governments in Nigeria? Because this is a clear definition of anarchy. This is a clear definition of two governments in one country. What is going on? So, because of this hunger that we have in Nigeria, in my previous video, I told you that it is because of insecurity that made a lot of people not to go to farm. Not because people are lazy or people don't want to farm. It is because of insecurity. Now, people don't have any other option than to go back to farm. Since you don't have ransom, what they are doing now, the terrorists now charge them that you have to pay 100,000 for you to plant and you have to make additional payment for harvesting. Wait, this is a very high tax for each farmers, and the federal government are not talking about this, and you will not see this on our major national newspapers or televisions. Well, thank God for Shara Reporters. Let me read these articles for you. It reads, a report has explained how local farmers in northern Nigeria pay as much as 100,000 naira to bandits and terrorists to access their farmland during the planting or harvesting season. The details of this are contained in a recent report done by SB Morgan Intelligence, alleging that any farmer who fails to comply may be killed, abducted, or made to forfeit his farm produce. Do you see the condition attached to failure to comply to this illegal tax? If you fail to comply, it's either you are killed, abducted, and when you are being abducted, you are going to pay tax, which will be far more than the money you are supposed to pay to the terrorists for you to farm in your own farmland. Or the last option, you will forfeit your food produce. In other words, the whole farm you will farm in that year, the terrorists are going to take it and use it to feed themselves and their families. No wonder Nigerians are hungry, protests are going on, people are looting food because this is going on. And I am surprised that the government who sworn an oath to protect lives and property are no longer, committed to what they sworn during the inauguration. Our security agencies have compromised. Nobody talks about what is going on in the country. This is so unfortunate. Now, the report said the bandits in some communities in Kaduna State forced farmers to pay between 70,000 and 100,000 for permission as well. The report stated in Kaduna communities like Kindanda, Gandadimawa, Kerawa, Sabon Layi, Sabon Biruni, and Ruma have been significantly impacted. Sorry if I don't mention the names of those villages well, but these are the villages that have been impacted majorly where these bandits are collecting this tax in Kaduna. And I guess this should be in southern Kaduna because southern Kaduna have been in siege, getting to 2 decades now. And they are still part of Nigeria, and the federal government and the state government are not doing anything about it. Now, let me continue from the next paragraph of the article from the Shara Reporters. It reads, residents in these areas have reported paying substantial sums ranging from 70,000 to 100,000 to bandits for permission to farm, with additional payments required for harvesting. Those who resist these demands face several consequences, including adoption, murder, or confiscation of their produce. Payment to bandits in Zamfara State vary depending on the crop grown, with farmers paying more for more expensive crops. According to the survey, rice farmers in some local government almost pay 120,000 in farm levies to robbers, whereas Guinea maize producers were only required to pay 50,000. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. So, in other words, these people, they collect money based on how expensive your crops are. So if you are farming rice, they collect about 120,000. In other words, you are rich, you are going to sell it. This is direct tax. Direct tax. So even Nigerian government are not collecting tax like bandits. Something is wrong. Nigeria is under siege. It says the report equally highlighted that the payments to bandits might be made in cash or with harvest revenues, as levies are typically greater during the harvest season. Oh God, I'm surprised, but little wonder. Jesus Christ. It says the report equally highlighted that payments to these bandits might be made in cash or in harvest revenues. In other words, if you don't have money, you will pay with your crops. Wait, what is really going on? Well, I'll come to explain all these things as understood. Let me finish reading the article. The report said bandits also practice tacit slavery by compelling villages to raise and sell crops for them. Between November 2020 and November 2023, farmers in the northwest states were taxed around 224.92 million by various bandits operating in the region. Many victims have been abducted and in some cases killed, forcing them to escape their homes. If you come out and tell Nigerians that they are slaves or they are in zoo, they will call you names. They will call you all sorts of names. They will tell you that you don't know what you are going, that you are an enemy. But here we are. Bandits will invade Nigeria, turn Nigerians to slaves, collecting money from them. If you refuse, they abduct you. And we call Nigeria a country. Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is not a nation. How can you tell me like it's a nation, a terrorist will come into a country and begin to collect your tax? When your citizens face, they will abduct them, and the nation is still quiet? No, maybe I'm dreaming. I need to wake up. I need to wake up because this must be extended to various places. No wonder Sultan of Sokoto was, making that speech in my previous video before this one. You can go and watch it. Sultan of Sokoto was talking to northern political elite, traditional rulers and religious rulers, that they are sitting on a time bomb, that it is going to explode, that they are the ones talking to people to calm down. That is why they have not carried out a revolution. So these kind of things has been going on without people knowing. And the last paragraph reads, this hostile situation was what dissuaded many locals from farming, leading to a shortage of food items in Nigeria market nationwide. So that was what I explained earlier, that this is the reason why people are not farming. This is the reason why people are not farming. So many people are afraid, even not only in the northern Nigeria anyway, so many parts of Nigeria, some people are afraid to farm because they are saying that when we go to farm, we don't have ransom to pay. Because when we go to farm, people, terrorists will kidnap us, bandits will kidnap us, and government will not come for our aid, and so on and so forth. So this is just to read it out to you, for you to know what is really going on in Nigeria, because people feel that Nigeria is okay, everything is going on well, things are not really going on well. Nigeria is in siege. Nigeria is in siege. We have two governments in Nigeria. The government run by terrorists and the government run by the illegal Nigerian government, who are desperate to assume power by all means, who are desperate to make sure they keep power to the detriment of their people, who are ready to make sure that even their citizens are dying, it doesn't bother them, as far as they have that name. I'm the president, I am the speaker, I'm the senate president, I'm the chief of staff. That is all they care for. They don't care about any other thing happening in Nigeria. But you know what? History has demonstrated that the presidents or leaders has been toppled. And it is going to happen because people cannot continue to become slaves forever. Because any slave that did not rebel does not deserve pity.